Yeah, man, it's strange. That's why I think the founders had the First Amendment be about language, right? Freedom of speech. Because once you start attacking the language, I like that word spell. Like somebody casts a spell on you. But what do you use to make words too? You got to spell. And words are literally like spells, man. And when you start manipulating the language and you start making certain words off 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 the table, and then you start making this craziest thing. They're making up words. They're making up brand new words. They're putting us under a brand new spell. These words don't mean anything. These are made up words. That's the craziest thing, that when people start throwing these words at me and they think they're so woke, I'm like, that's not even a real word, bro. You made that up. Somebody told you that because they want to put you under a spell, and you're trying to hypnotize me with it. That doesn't exist. And so what happens after that? After you shut people, because basically that's what the language does. It shuts you up. It shuts you up with all these ad hominems and these fake terms, and they just make stuff up that, like, if you're not privy to it and somebody starts throwing these words at you, it's very easy to be like shocked, like, whoa, wait, what? You calling me a that? And like, you don't even have the defense for it because you're out of the loop. You don't know the secret language. So you really can't even argue with them because they're speaking a totally different language. But once you shut people up, and I think the masks are so even sort of a symbolic of what they've done to our language. It's like, just shut these people up. Just shut up. They put this mask on. After the mask, look at what the Second Amendment is. Then you take away their ability to defend themselves. You can't defend yourself verbally, which is the righteous way. We should be able to defend ourselves verbally. We should be able to have open conversations. When you take away the weapon of the word, right? The next thing that a person has is look, I got to defend myself physically now, right? And so what they come in for next is the guns. So once they shut you up and they disarm you, then genocide. And it's funny because it's going to be a righteous genocide, because everybody that they kill, even if they kill you and you're black and they kill me and I'm black, half black, it doesn't matter. We're still white nationalists.
What does Joe Biden say about that? That's who you voted for.
You ain't black.
I can help it.
You ain't black. Yeah, that's dude. It's not even about black and white. You saw that they did the Justice Clarence Thomas this week. They shut him up during Black Month, and they shut him up because it's not about black or white. It's about control. It's about divide and control and conquer. And so they're gonna genocide us, and it's gonna be they're gonna feel righteous about it because we're the enemy. You gotta shut them up.
When you say that, when you say genocide, do you mean that literally, or are you saying that metaphorically?
Well, you see it already. When they cut people off, first they're going to cut you from social media, right? And in our world, what is our avatar, right? Like you and I don't know you, bro. We never met, but I know your avatar. I see your Instagram. I see your Facebook or your YouTube. So you kind of, in a way, they built a fake world, an avatar world. It's a fake world, right? It's not a legit world. We're still just digits on the screen. And you're much more easily manipulated when it's not reality. Same thing with the words. It's easy to manipulate in the imagination. And a lot of the manipulation is happening first in the imagination. So it's like, okay, we can cut you off from actually being someone. If you don't have a Facebook profile, like you, in a lot of ways, you like don't even exist. Like, do you have an Instagram? No. Then who are you again? Right? That's the world that we live in because it's so interconnected. Then, how about you can't have PayPal no more? How about you can't have a bank account no more? How about you can't get a loan no more? How about you can't buy with your digital currency? You can't, because we already there with the digital currency. How about we cut off your cards? How about we cut off your ability to sell? How about we cut off your permits? How about we cut off you from flying and traveling and going to supermarkets, right? And so it may or may not be a literal chop off the head genocide, dump into ditch genocide, but it will be a slow, just excluding you from quote unquote society.